Hi again, welcome back to engvid.com. I'm Adam. Today I'm going to help you sound a little bit more like a native speaker, hopefully. Students ask me all the time, how can I sound like a native speaker? Well, before I say anything, let me just tell you that it will take time and a lot of practice. The best way is to live in an English-speaking country, of course, but of course you can do it anywhere. But it takes time, be patient, practice. So we're looking at pronunciation. Let me start with this word, pronunciation, not pronunciation. It is not a pronoun. A pronoun is I, me, my, mine. Pronunciation is how we speak English. So I'm going to give you 3 tips that will help you sound a little bit more like a native speaker. We're going to start with connecting words. Now think about your own language. Whether you're speaking Spanish or Polish or Chinese, you do this in your language as well. When you're speaking fast, you're taking words and you're squeezing them together, you're connecting them. So one word flows into the next word. That's what we're going to do here. You can connect consonants to consonants. What this means, when a word ends in a consonant is B, C, D, F, G, etc. A vowel is A, E, I, O, U. When a word ends in a consonant and the next word begins with the same consonant, drop the first one. So for example, we do not say black coffee. We don't say k. There's only one K. Black coffee. Black coffee. Okay? Practice that. Now, T and D, these are 2 different consonants. But according to the tongue and the mouth, they almost sound the same. So we do the same thing. What do you do? What do you do? But again, another thing you have to keep in mind is when we say it fast, we also don't really say E. We say like a sort of like a small, we don't say, oh, sorry. We say sort of a small E. What do you do? Practice that. What do you do? Strange, huh? No T. What do you do? What do you do? That's how a native speaker would say it naturally. Now, another thing is when a word ends in a consonant and the next word begins in a vowel, make sure you roll it in, right? Roll the consonant into the vowel and separate the syllable before. A syllable is the vowel sounds in a word, okay? So nobody, like native speakers, don't say not at all. Oh no, not at all. We don't say it like that. We say, oh, not at all. Not at all. Not at all, right? The T, so this becomes na, ta, tall. Na, ta, tall. Not at all. Okay? Say it quickly, blend the letters one into the next, but again, practice it. Now, for those of you who are going to be taking a test, an English test that involves listening, IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, if you're in Canada, you're maybe doing a CELPIP test, okay? This is going to help you on the listening section as well. This is one of the things they're testing. Somebody on the recording will say, not at all. And you need to cut, not at all. You need to understand the separate words. That's part of the test. So practice speaking it, practice listening to it. Another thing we do is we squeeze some words, okay? Certain words, we don't say all the syllables. We don't even say all the letters. I've heard many students say, comfortable, comfortable. But native speakers, we don't say this part. We don't say the or. We say comf, ta, bull. And notice the last sound is like a small, tiny little I in there. Comfortable. 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 Okay? We don't pronounce the or. Comfortable. No, don't do that. Another word like that, interesting. Sting. Find out what the syllables are. So interesting. If you want to emphasize something, we have a word called enunciate. When someone wants to emphasize a word, then they enunciate each syllable. They say each syllable separately. Oh, that is very interesting, right? Because I want you to understand that the word is interesting. But in everyday speech, Interesting. 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 I have 4 syllables. When I actually say it naturally, it becomes 3 syllables, and the T and the R become like a CH, but we'll talk about that next. Another word, every. Every. I don't say every. I don't say this letter E. Every. Every. Everyone. Everything. Every. Okay? Last, squeeze letters. Now, this is particularly true for a few letters. When we have TR, TR together usually sounds like CHR. So we don't say country. We say country. Country. Like a tree that grows, but even a tree is tree. Tree. Okay? If you go out with your friends, you go out for a treat. Okay? Another one is DR. DR also doesn't really sound like DR. We don't say 100. Okay? It's too difficult for the tongue to make the quick switch. So this sounds like JR. 100. 100. Now, this goes with the first idea when you're connecting words, but when you're connecting words and you have a D and a Y together, it becomes like a J sound. Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you do it? Did you do what I asked? Did you? Did you? Okay, so we say it like that. Very quick, very mixed, and you have to practice these because it's just more a habit than anything else. Native speakers, we don't think about doing these things. It just rolls off the tongue just like that, okay? But also, make sure you do a lot of listening. Listen to TV sitcoms, listen to the radio, lots of things on the internet. TED.com, for example, you can hear native speakers all the time. And what you can do is you can try to do dictation and try to listen and cut the words you hear into the actual separate words that they are. Listen to individual words and try to find their syllables, okay? But again, it's just practice, practice, practice. And of course, at ingvid.com, if you go to the search box at the top of the site, we have a few more, we have quite a few more pronunciation lessons. You can go there and become a more natural speaker of English, okay? Thank you for joining me today. Please go to the YouTube channel, my channel on YouTube, subscribe, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.